What's up, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. So I have a fun one for you today. So as you can see from the title, I'm going to this thing where I'm going to be dining in the dark, or I don't know if it's dining blindfolded, one or the other. I booked it a couple weeks ago. I think it's only available on Fridays. I don't know. And I wanted a different date. I wanted it further out in September, but they gave me September 13th, which ironically is Friday the 13th. So, woo, spooky. So it starts at 6. It's like 3:40. I just got off work. So I'm just gonna take a power nap, and then in an hour I'll be leaving. I'm just gonna Uber there because parking is always like an issue in the city. So yeah, I'll let you guys know how it goes. I'm hoping I can vlog in there, just a little bit of it. Maybe I can give my phone to like the waiter to like record me or something. I don't know. It's actually at the Pyramid Club on Market Street. I can say where the location is because by the time this airs, it's gonna be like in October. And I booked it on this website called Fever Up. I saw it through Instagram and it popped up on my thing. I saw it last year, but I was too late in booking, or by the time I decided I wanted to do it, it was too late. So I said I have to do it this year. I will see you guys maybe when I'm there. I don't know. We'll see. I don't like pulling out my phone when I'm in the city. Could be sketchy at night. See you in the next clip. Alright, so I'm on my way to my reservation. It's all the way on the 52nd floor. Very intimidating, but oof, my ears are popping. I'll talk to you guys when I get there. Wow. Alright, so I just finished with this dinner. It was very interesting. I was able to guess. All of us at the table were able to guess what we had in our plate. It was pretty easy peasy. Yeah, it was a fun night. So we basically ate blindfolded. I was expecting us to like dine in the dark, but you know. Okay, so I brought home a keepsake or souvenir. This is what we used to cover our faces or our eyes before we ate. So yeah, it says Fever there because like I said, the website is Fever Up. My rating on the whole experience, I would give it an A for like ambiance, because the people I sat at the same table with, they were fun. I think the whole thing was overall positive, but like it's not what I expected. So I'm gonna have to give it like a 6 out of 10. You know, that whole expectation versus reality. I don't know why I was expecting everything to be dark. I was expecting to be guided to my chair. I was expecting, and I read somewhere too that the servers will also be like visually impaired. Apparently that's how it is in New York. One of the ladies who sat at my table had said that. So that's what I was expecting. But we went in there, it was well lit. All we had to do was just put on the blindfolds, which was just okay. And like I said earlier, like we were all able to guess. We did a good job guessing what foods we were given, and then they later on confirmed and told us what we were eating. And like the entree was just, it wasn't all that. It was rice and beans with chicken. Chicken was good. The beans was extra salty, hella salty. So I wasn't a fan. And then like the what do you call it? The stuff that was served before the entree, appetizer. It tasted like a taco, like a hard shell taco. And then at the very end, we had like tres leche, which is like a Spanish dessert. Please correct me in the comments if I didn't get it right. But tres leche, like 3 milks. So like there was a theme going on, taco night, if you will, or Spanish food. So yeah, it was all right. All right, really quickly, one thing that I forgot to mention was the price tag of the whole thing. And I'll see if I can put my ticket on the screen for you guys. It was $86 and some change. And again, I'll put the ticket on the screen to book it. And then This one, I'm not going to include it in the total price tag, but I took Uber to get there because it's Friday. Driving into the city, like literally is in the city, like City Hall was just a few blocks down, so it's the city on a Friday. Was not trying to drive to town. I feel like it's gonna add up to the same thing anyways, you know, with gas, me driving there and like finding parking, it was gonna add up to the same, but it was not as expensive as I thought it was gonna be. So my Uber going there was $22. I was shocked. There's other places that, you know, Uber would have charged me $30, which is gas money right there. So $22 to go there and $14 on the way back. Honestly, really shocked for it to be Friday. So I took an Uber there and back, and then at the end of the dinner, they charge an automatic, I think $16 gratuity because they bring you your food. You have to pay the servers. And then the drink I ordered was an Arnold. I always have problems pronouncing this, an Arnold Palmer, so like lemonade and sweet tea, $3.50. They were offering, as you would have seen on the menu that I showed, they were offering alcoholic beverages, and I think pretty much everybody ordered an alcoholic beverage, which were about $12. I can make my own alcoholic beverage at home, so I didn't want to order that. And I wanted a margarita initially, but it wasn't frozen, and I'm like, fuck it, I don't want that. Anyway, that was an additional $20 on top of the $86 that I paid for the ticket. So a grand total of about $100, not including Uber, if you're trying to go there and you're going to drive there. So again, $100 for some salty beans. Like I said, the beans were extra salty, and like tres leche, which you can get from the grocery store. Wouldn't recommend. Now, if you are having a special occasion and you're trying to do something a little out there, okay, by all means. But just a regular night out, And by the way, at my table, 2 people were celebrating their birthdays. One was turning 60, which she did not look 60. She looked good for a 60-year-old. So yeah, obviously for a special event, if you want to do something a little extra, why not? Actually, I would even say it was kind of like my birthday thing, because my birthday is not too far away. My birthday is not till the 3rd. So I guess you can say the beginning of my birthday festivities. Just save your $100 and go to like a nice fancy restaurant. And that's all I have to say. And this is no shade towards the company. I get what they were trying to do, but I want it to be fully immersive. I want it to be dark. I want to be led to my seat. I want to be scrambling with my hands trying to figure out what the hell I'm eating. Well, except for like things that are alive, because people were actually in there like scared that things are going to be crawling. You're not going to do that. They don't want a lawsuit. This is not, what is that show called that used to air back in the day? If I remember, I'll put it here on the screen. But this is not that. Not recommend. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow.